Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. I had an awesome weekend. We had Braden and we went for a barbecue and it was a lot of fun. So I'm in need of some journal covers. So I thought we could come together and just create them. You can use scrapbook paper, cardstock paper, fabric, whatever you'd like to do. I did a couple of them, and these are going to be no sew. So if I decide to sew them, it won't be on camera. But I know a lot of people don't have sewing machines, or if they do, they don't really like using them. And that's all good. So I did this with just fabric. I have butterfly fabric and then this inside. And what I've used is the backs of paper packs. Every time I get a new paper pack, I remove the back and I set them aside because I always use them. This one is just with scrapbook paper, and you can see, I don't know if you can notice that it's quite a bit thinner. But once you dress it and add pockets and signatures, it will strengthen up. So we'll do a couple of them today. Why not? So if you'd like to craft along, then grab some cardstock, fabric if you want to use it, different papers, scraps. This is a great way to use scraps. And if you have scrap fabric, that would be awesome to use because you can do all of your patches of fabric on here, on the cover of it. I wonder if let's do that. I got some little pieces here. Let's just use them. I'm just going to grab them, sorry. Oh yeah. I just have some scrap pieces here, and as you know, I keep all the threads because they're wonderful to use in collaging and stuff like that. Now instead of using my tacky glue, which you still can, but I have this no-sew fabric glue, so I thought I would use it, get it finished, because it's just sitting here, and it's just to use it up. Let's just start. I'm going to add glue. I won't add to all of it just yet. I don't know how quickly this stuff dries. I'm not too sure. I haven't used it a whole lot, so I'm just going to have some fun with it. I hope you're all good. I don't know if you're on vacation. I know there's a few people that are on vacation, and so how fun is that? And then I just have this little tool to put down there. And it's just pieces, right? It's like, oh, you think of these things, I might as well just do it, right? No point in talking about it and then not do it. So, and then stuff like this you can sew up when you're all finished as well. You know, it's up to you. And this one I forgot to leave over, like a proper overhang like this, but it's okay. I'm just gonna have a play. Hopefully I'm on screen. And if you need to spread it out, use a glue spreader. In this case, it's my finger. Stuck to me, never mind. But look, you see the glue is just soaking into the board, but that's all right too. What else do we have here? Just going to snip a bit off. It's really stuck to me. Just add it. Maybe I'll add it here. Just different pieces of fabric. I know there's some of you that just have little pieces. Well, this is a great way to use it up. I do have a bag of scraps fabric, but this was just sitting here, so this is what I'm going to use. Tear it off. There we go. What else do we have? My desk is a little bit of a mess, but that's what happens when I start doing things. I'm just gonna obviously have to add a little more glue. This glue just soaked right in. I didn't know it was gonna do that, but there you go. Now I know. Just like that. And then let's see what else I have here. I know, right? There's no rhyme or reason. It's just adding bits. I just tore these up last night. They were just kind of strips, like long strips of fabric. And I just tore them down into different sizes. Just gonna add a bit of glue on here. I know there's a few people that use this glue and really like it. So I'm hopeful that it'll be okay for this project. Just had to move it up a little bit. And if you're not going to sew, just make sure you get all the edges. This one I may end up having to sew, but I will not do it on camera, so you don't have to worry about the sewing noises and stuff like that. And there you go. So I'm just going to, no I'm not, I'm going to put it all in first. I was going to fold it up, but I think I'll wait. There's a tiny bit of fabric on these corners, so I'll do my best for gluing it. Glue seems to catch all right. Just a lot of threads hanging around. If you don't like them, cut them off. You can use serrated scissors, and that would help it as well. Because this kind of project, I mean, even your fingers get full of thread. Just like that. Okay, and over it goes. Gives it a nice little corner. Right, if they stay, and if the glue works, that's half the battle. Might have to switch my glue if it's going to do that to me. All right, let's bring out the tacky glue. It's working. And if it doesn't stick to my fingers all the time, then it'll actually stick to the base. And these little ends, it's okay, because once you put the second layer of fabric on, then it'll all stay down. I'm not a pro, obviously, but I do things because I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun creating, and really that's what it's all about, right? Just relaxing and having fun and creating. So that's together nice. I will chop all those threads off when I'm done here, just to make sure that everything is down. And then this part here, well, I wonder if I can get these little ends over. I know it's probably looking like a mess right now, isn't it? But the little pieces went over, which is what I had hoped they would do. And then these little ends here. And you don't have to do this. You know, you don't have to do this at all. You can cut the fabric right off at the edge of your project. You don't have to do that. And then you can just sew it all together if you're going to sew. And then it will keep all of those pieces at bay. So let me just give it a haircut. Yep, even those little tiny ends stayed down, which is really good. I'm just going to cut that little piece off. There we go. But if you want to see them sewn, then just let me know in the comments. I'm going to fold this before we add our centerpiece. This one is a thicker paper backing, so just, oops, sorry, really have to work it. There we go. So I'm going to add little bits of glue there. There we go. Yep, this glue is pretty good. This is the tacky glue. I've not had any issues with it, so. And then that'll be the front. I just think that's pretty because then you can dress it up any way you want. You can add lace, you know, bits of lace everywhere, and you can add a topper, whether it's birds or butterflies. So that's okay like that. Let's add a center in there. Glued it shut. See, because it's thicker, it kind of cracked. But once you're, if you're putting paper on it, it'll hide that, or fabric, the same thing. So let me just find a piece that's going to be big enough. Excuse the noise. Let's add this. This is probably too big, yes. But look how pretty that is. That's going to look so gorgeous. All right, I'm just going to bring it down a bit and give it a little slice. And then I know where to cut it. But I don't want it too small, but I want it to be able to fit in. It's still big. What did I do? What did I do? So the struggle is real. So you're watching this and you now know how I go about doing stuff. It's all a learning curve, but I just like everybody to see how I do things as well, right? And if you have a better way, then just leave a comment, because we're all learning, we're all having fun. So that, and that. I'm going to take just a tiny bit off of the bottom, just to bring it down a smidge. And I was wondering if it would even cut. So I'm going to just cut a little bit off. And I know some fabrics do not even tear straight, whichever way you're cutting, you know. So it can be frustrating sometimes, I admit it. But okay, let's see what I can do here. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna do it. Whoop. Like, it'd be okay if I had everything pre-cut, but some of them I do, others I don't. You know, like this one was on the spur of a moment, doing it with just the patches of fabric. So I wanted to make sure. Saw that one. Untuck that. And then I just spread it out, just like that. And if there's any over top and you don't like it, then just trim it off. That's the easiest way. Just give it a trim. I've done these before, but like I was telling Sherry, I've never done it on camera before because I did them years ago, not on camera. And then there we go. So we have a pretty cover, right? And then pockets, whatever you want to add in there. And this just needs something right there, but we're going to be just doing covers. All right. So this one is with cardstock. It's actually scrapbook paper, sorry. So we'll do one of them. And I'll do another butterfly one because that's what I had created before. All right, so it's going to go on like this, just like this. Just get that. All right. So then we'll add the glue. You can use Mod Podge. You can use whatever glue you want here. Glue stick, because you're just gluing this base part to the fabric, right? I could have used a glue stick, but I didn't. And I'm just going to spread it out a little bit so I don't see the little marks through the fabric. Because I mean, this fabric, it's not very thick. So there we go. Just do that. Get the glue off my finger. All right. And then you don't have to mess with the inside of it as well, right? Because there's paper on it already. It's already a nice color. Just glue the corners first. Yeah. Excuse me. But if all you have is pieces of fabric, use it. Right? It's all going to be good in the end. I'm just going to go all the way around with my glue. Hopefully you can see it all. I don't want to be off screen. Just like that. And then just bring it over. Cut these off first. My luck, they'll get stuck in the glue and then I won't be able to move them. Just add a little more at the edges. I didn't do that. There we go. And you can tug a little bit on your fabric as well, just to ensure that it's snug, but I'm thinking the glue that I put on the front there is going to hold it just fine. There's that. I had to open the window today. It's very, very warm here. Not as hot as places in the States, but I'm praying for rain for a lot of places because there's just so much extreme heat. All right, so let's fold this. And so this is a great project, you know, if you want to do a mass make, because then you'll have all of these journal covers ready to go. Like, it's so pretty. And the yellow, it just screams summer. It's all summer. So you can do that. And then, shall we do another one? I have this beautiful fabric here that I would like to use. I just have cardstock left, I think. Yep, which is fine, but we'll do this for the cover, I think. And you know what? Let's try the glue stick this time. Just see how that holds. Do that. I figure as long as you get your corners, you should be good. But yeah, these projects are pretty quick. There we go. Just this way. Yep. So I either didn't put enough glue on or it's not sticking very well. So I'm just going to add some wet glue just around where the corners are. I think that will be better, even though the corners are going to get folded over. So then there we go. This is the last of this pretty fabric. I had gone to Leduc. They have a sewing store there. And I went there for the very first time and saw this fabric and bought it. Just because it was so pretty. There we go. All right, let's do this. Lots of threads, but this one's following me around, but I'll take it off in a second here. Okay, Oh, came off on its own. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so dig out all your fabrics and just play. And you can make small journals as well, like if you're into the minis. I love mini journals. They are so fun to make. But yeah, make those as well. Any size you want. Doesn't have to be this size. And the cardstock as well as the other papers are all 10.5 by 10.5. That was just what I made it. No reason. It's just it seemed like it was an all right size. You can do 9.5 by 9.5, and then do your material on the inside a little smaller. Right, this one's a bit big. So again, dare I cut? Yes, I probably should. Okay, so that's good that way. And then I'll just trim some off here. There we go. All right, here we go. Add glue all to the inside. And I'm going to put just a touch around the edge of the fabric. And then if more is needed, then I'll just come around and add a little more. There we go, just like that. There we go. This way, yep. I think so. Nope, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna have to trim again because it's that tearing, I don't know, it doesn't always work. Which I should know that because it happens quite often. I'm just gonna try and follow this red line here for cutting. There we go. That's good. A little bit of glue there. There we go. And then there's the cover. Oh, that's so pretty. There we go. I'll just and there we go. Just like that. Very pretty. It doesn't need much else, does it? It's just gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. We made 3 today of the covers. This one's pretty thick, which is all right. These 2 are with the scrapbook paper and the cardstock, and then this one is with a paper backing. So we've got, so I have 5. This one's a bit smaller. I'm not sure how that happened, but there you go. Fall's coming. This could be a great fall journal. So yeah, I hope you try it. I hope you enjoy it, and just start playing with your fabrics and your paper. You don't have to use fabric if you don't have fabric. Make paper ones, you know, use all of your scraps and just start scrapping all of your pieces and just have fun, enjoy the process. of creating. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm not even sure how long we've been on here. It might just be a short little one, but those are okay sometimes too. Questions, comments, please leave them in the description or in the, the comments, and I'll get back to you. Emails, I'll leave my email so that I know a lot of you enjoy sending me pictures and little videos of things you've created, which I so appreciate. God bless. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye for now.